Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be flying monkeys, enablers, and people trapped in the cycle. Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So by now we all know what a flying monkey is. If you're new on the community or in the channel, flying monkey is a person who does the bidding for the narcissist, and a flying monkey does not necessarily know that they are a flying monkey. They're a person who snoops around, who does the henchman work for the narcissist, who figures out all about people and spies on them and does the bidding for the narcissist. Now, the narcissist has many flying monkeys circulating all around them. Many times it's their own kids. Maybe it's their own parents. Maybe it's their own best friends of 10 or 20 years. Maybe it's people that work for them or that they work with. Maybe it is people in communities or organizations. Flying monkeys are literally everywhere. Now, we didn't even know what that term meant before we got the wisdom and became awakened and educated on the narcissistic abusive cycle. A flying monkey is a pivotal person. It's a person who you identify once you've gone down the rabbit hole of wisdom and education on narcissism. And you don't just understand that one person was the narcissist, that actually many people in your life have been narcissistic. And then you recognize, wait a minute, these people were actually saying things about me or reporting back to the narcissist. Ding, ding, ding. There's your flying monkey right there. So also remember, a flying monkey may not know that they are a flying monkey. An example of that would be is if you share custody with the narcissist, say you divorce them and you're splitting the child time. Well, the child is a child. Maybe they're under 10 or so, maybe they're a teenager, who knows? But if they are reporting back to the narcissist what you said or did, or vice versa, they're a flying monkey without even knowing it. And these people are innocent. They're casualties of the relationship. But as the thumbnail mentions, it's not just flying monkeys, there are also enablers. These people are the people that are fueling the fan of destruction and manipulation for the narcissist. They want the narcissist to continue to press the gas. They allow the poor behavior to take place. Many enablers are people in the narcissist's family. Many other enablers are people who are around the narcissist, and they like to watch the destruction of people's lives. They like to grab their popcorn and watch people's lives implode, or to just sit in the sidelines while enabling things from afar and taking stock and notice of how much destruction the narcissist administers to people in their relationships. Both enablers and flying monkeys, they do not want to become the next target. But guess what? This is exactly what happens each and every day on the planet. Because the narcissist, let's say when you were with them or in the relationship with them, if you married them or they were a friend or a bestie, whatever you want to call them, mom, dad, aunt, uncle, they knew who you were. They figured out what made you tick and they sized you up. And they did weaponize your empathy and your love against you and all of your resources. You're not wanting to quit on the relationship. You're always working hard for the relationship. You're being available 24/7, etc. But when your time was up, in other words, when you finally gone no contact, blocked the narcissist, deleted them, removed them and all flying monkeys associated with them. When you do that, or you've done that, or you're about to do that, then what happens is the narcissist needs to turn their attention to another person. Usually it's a new supply, but not always. It can be a flying monkey. It can be one of the henchmen. It can be an enabler. It can be somebody in the family who, unfortunately, is the scapegoat, and they can never quite catch a break, and they're going to get the punishment that you were getting for years. Why that happens, again, is the narcissist is never satiated with one source of supply. They need multiple sources of supply. They need people to pump up their fragile ego. They need people to make them feel better about themselves. They need to put people down to make themselves feel good about themselves. The narcissist needs to regulate themselves each and every minute on the planet. And one of the ways they do that is, of course, by flying monkeys, because they keep these people close to the vest. They never tell them the full truth of what's going on in their lives. But then again, the narcissist doesn't tell anybody the truth of what's going on. What they want to do is administer the smear campaign and tell untruths or partial truths. Every once in a while, they may leak out a full truth, meaning they may say something when the mask slips, and you're like, oh, that's what that meant? Yeah, that's what that meant, because they couldn't keep the mask super glued to their face, and they told you a truth. And you hear these, and you recognize these throughout the relationship once you've healed, because you go back in time and you process the relationship, and you identify flying monkeys and the enablers, and you say, oh, that's what that person was. That's what they meant. That's why they were at that restaurant when I was there with the narcissist. That's why that phone kept ringing and that person was the person calling, but the narcissist claimed it wasn't them. You're getting light bulb moments left, right, and center. Once you really slow your life down, you put yourself back together, you process things, you understand that there were flying monkeys all around you throughout that relationship. People that you trusted and that you may even have loved or respected or told things to. Maybe even you overshared with these people. And the flying monkeys turned on you because they were turning on you just like the narcissist was throughout the whole length of that relationship. You just didn't have the wisdom back then. You didn't find that needle in a haystack. You did not know what narcissism was. You weren't taught this in school. So you had to most likely get discarded and wrap your head around what that relationship was. And then you went down the path of education and perhaps you typed something in the browser or a search engine. And next thing you know, boom, 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 education is everywhere. Or maybe one of your friends gave you a video or they paid it forward and said, hey, you may want to look into this because I think your relationship was one of these kind of things. And then you're like, I don't even know what you're talking about. It's nothing. And then a couple months later, you said, hey, send me that video again. I don't know what you sent me. I didn't get a chance to look at it, but I want to look at it now. And they send it to you again. And then all of a sudden you're on the ground crying, gut wrench, because yes, in fact, you were in a narcissistic relationship and you could not believe it. But now you're getting the wisdom and you're applying the tools. But the flying monkeys were everywhere. And many times they are the next target. And they know because they've watched firsthand the punishment that is administered by the narcissist. And they know that they could be on the chopping block next. That's why usually the narcissist does not keep many long-term friends or many friends of any substance or quality for a period of time, because these people also become targets of the narcissist. It wasn't just you. It was flying monkeys left, right, and center. It was also enablers. Anybody who is associating themselves with the narcissist is susceptible to the toxicity or the wrath of the narcissist. Anybody, including immediate family members, acquaintances from years ago, neighbors, coworkers, colleagues, people in traffic, people on airplanes, automobiles, buses, people in taxis, whatever. All of these things I'm mentioning with you, the flying monkeys and the enablers and people trapped in the cycle, which I'll talk about right now, these are people that haven't gotten the wisdom, or they are toxic themselves and they want to watch the punishment take place. But what they don't realize is that they are one step away from being the next target. They are one step away from everybody turning on them. And that is what happens throughout any narcissistic relationship. In the beginning of it, usually things are puppies and rainbows, unicorns and butterflies, and you think that you just found the best person on the planet. How could this person be single? Or how could this person not have many friends? Or how come no one's talking to this person? I'll feel bad for them and I'll take them under my wing and I'll introduce them to my family or my friends or my hobby groups or network or community. And the next thing you know, the narcissist turns on you. And what do? They create flying monkeys. They create enablers. They create more destruction and devastation. They drive wedges between any relationship and you that mattered. This is why so often I hear during one-on-one sessions specifically that you introduce the narcissist to a part of your life. Maybe it was a golfing community, or maybe it was a surfing community, whatever. And the narcissist, next thing you know, they didn't know anybody in that group of friends, but you introduced them to your group of friends, and then the narcissist got to know these people, and next thing you know, you go golfing or surfing, and what happens? People are giving you the cold shoulder. They're not wanting to golf with you, or they're not wanting to surf in the breaks that you were going to. Why? Because the narcissist has done their work. They've now acquired flying monkeys from your own stable of friends or past former stable of friends, and they've turned them against you. And they enabled this action to take place because they too went under the radar. I'm talking about the narcissist. They went under the radar and fooled and manipulated these people in these hobby groups to turn against you. Next thing you know, you're not golfing anymore and you haven't surfed in 5 years, because why would you go back to those places where the memories were at one point great and they've now been ruined for you? This is what the flying monkeys do. This is what the narcissist does. This is what happens when the narcissist is enabled by people that love toxicity. They love drama. They love manipulation. They love confusion and chaos. They love devastation and destruction of relationships. That is what the narcissist needs to survive. They need flying monkeys, and they need people to enable them, to catapult them from relationship to relationship. And all of these people I'm mentioning, these people they all get discarded eventually, or they get removed from the relationship, but they're not immune to the toxicity of the narcissistic relationship. There's not one person on the planet, whether you have experienced narcissism firsthand and you've healed, or maybe or you haven't experienced it yet. There's not one person on the planet that's immune to it, because the narcissist comes at you in different forms. They are shapeshifters. They can come at you as a male or female. They can come at you in different countries, languages, different ways, different methods, meaning they can come at you by texting, by emails, by knocking on your door, by coming under the guise of a friend, by being in a religious group, by being in a community, by being on an airplane. The narcissist is everywhere. That's why you must get the message and go no contact. Block these people, remove them, delete them, and all flying monkeys and people associated with them. Also, understand that the wisdom is here on the channel and in the community for you to benefit from. It's for you to heal, to get your cup full. And when your cup is full, you can pay it forward. That is the message of the channel. It's to help those people out on the planet or in the community that don't even know that they need help. Because at one point, that was you. It was certainly me. And then you found that needle in a haystack, and next thing you know, you're going down the rabbit hole of exploration, of discovery, of education. You're learning the terms, the definitions, and the glossary on the narcissistic abusive cycle, such as what is gaslighting, what is a rage fit, what is object constancy, what is triangulation, my least favorite thing these people do, what is blame shifting, what is the smear campaign, what is the silent treatment, what is stonewalling. The list goes on and on and on. Now I want to jump into the last part of the thumbnail, which is people trapped in the cycle. These people are people who can't get out of the cycle. Now, there are many people that are trapped in the narcissistic cycle and they don't even know it. Immediate family members, colleagues, people that you work with, or neighbors, or roommates. These people don't even know what they're up against. What they do know is that when they see the narcissist, and again, they don't know they're a narcissist, they know that they need to brace themselves, because they're not going to get a pleasant hello, or hey, how's your day going, or hey, I hope you're doing great. You're not going to get any of that. The narcissist is going to be hammering them with abuse and complaining about their day and draining the energy out of the person, which could be you, or maybe it was you. The energy vampire is the narcissist. They're one and the same. Although narcissism is a much higher level frequency, meaning the narcissist dishes out punishment. The energy vampire just zaps your energy and takes your time away from you. Neither one of those two experiences are pleasant to go through, but the narcissist is a master at stealing your energy and zapping your energy. That's why frequently, let's take a Friday night at 8 o'clock at night. Let's say you're relaxing, you're getting ready to read a book, or you're going to watch a video or something, or meditate. What happens? Well, the phone will ring sometimes, and you look and you see who it is, and you're like, oh my gosh, I just got done after a long day of work. I just grabbed a shower. I'm sitting down. I want to read my book or watch a video, and I need to answer this phone call. Well, who's on the other end? If you're not feeling comfortable about answering the phone, you probably already know it's an energy vampire, or a narcissist, or a toxic person who's about to consume 2, 3, 4, 5 of your hours, and your Friday night just went down the drain because you picked up the phone, because you didn't have boundaries, because perhaps you were a people pleaser, perhaps you can't say no, the strongest word in the English language, but above all, because you are listening to that person spew out their toxicity and you're consuming it. And that's where the energetic exchange happens. You're consuming their toxicity. You feel drained and anxious after you hang up the phone. You can't believe you picked it up again and that you got suckered into staying on the phone for 3 hours. And the narcissist just said, bye, and they hung up on you. Or didn't, maybe they just hung up on you at the end because they got their fill. And now you're totally depleted, and now Saturday comes tomorrow and you can't sleep tonight, and your Saturday gets ruined because you're zapped of energy and you don't want to do anything, and it rolls into Sunday, and then you make it through Sunday, and then Sunday night happens. You're like, okay, another work day tomorrow. I got through the weekend. It wasn't what I wanted, but it's fine. And then ring, ring. It's Sunday night. Who is it? It's the narcissist again calling you, trying to zap your energy right before the work week kicks off. Notice the two bookends: Friday night, Sunday night. The perfect way to end a week and the perfect way to begin a week, by communicating or listening to the toxicity of the energy vampire or the narcissistic individual. That's what the narcissist wants. And I hear this frequently. Point being, there are people trapped in the cycle that don't even know it. And many times it's their kids of the narcissist. The kids are trapped because they are probably reliant upon the narcissist for financial means, or a roof over their head, or to pay tuition, etc. And the narcissist knows this. That's why they keep everybody close. They keep all flying monkeys close, enablers close, and people trapped in the cycle as close as they possibly can, because the narcissist needs to be in the center of the relationships. They want to know everything and reveal nothing. and they want to be in control of everything, and they do not want anyone else to have control or an opinion about anything. That's how the narcissistic cycle goes on and on and on. It's about one person, and it was never you, it was never their kids, it was never their besties, it was only about the narcissist. And that is when you identify finally that the person in your life, or a former person in your life, never had your best interest at heart. That's when you really need to get the message and understand, drown them out, do not listen to their rhetoric, block them if you can. If you can't, utilize gray rock. But the flying monkeys, the enablers, and people trapped in the cycle, there are so many people that are like this, but that is not you, because you're getting the wisdom, you're on the channel, you're becoming awakened and aware, and you're understanding that you are the priority, you come first, second, and third. So guys, I hope you liked the video. I loved doing it from the chilly Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon, evening, or morning, no matter where you are on the planet. Remember, you are not alone. God bless you. I love you all. You are not alone. And this is a little shorter video because it is cold. I love you all, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. All right. Good night, you guys. Bye.